Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-122-44, the Tier 7 Soviet premium tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast and it's under the command of RNG is my bitch. And yeah, that's the other name of RNG is Toxis. Yes, he has more than one name. Okay, this little tank destroyer, otherwise known as Stalin's Hammer, is a premium tank destroyer. So you can buy it in the premium shop, but it has a 122mm gun mounted on the hull of a T-44, well, the hull, the chassis of a T-44, so it's got a considerable punch. It's 390 alpha, and the DPM is over 3000, which means this thing can deal out a lot of damage fairly quickly on the enemy. Standard ammo will go through 175mm of armour, and the premium ammo will go through 217. And if you notice the frontal armour, it's very well sloped, which means that if any enemy tank tries to fire at it, the shell might ricochet off. And oh dear, that Yank Panther just knocked down the tree and gave away the fact that there is somebody here. So the enemy might be firing rounds in this direction, so let's hope they do bounce off the armour. In fact, the Yank Panther's being a complete and utter nuisance, because he's not only knocked down the tree and told the enemy where we are, he's now departing the scene after ruining that spot for us. Not very helpful. This is a 2 replay video, by the way, and both of the replays are with the SU-122-44. I'm not sure why RNG is my bitch is following the Yank Panther, but I think he actually just wanted to go to the other side of the battlefield. There's a heavy tank over on the far west side, the FB201, and it looks like the enemy's got another heavy over there as well. Okay, there's an enemy SU-122-44 over there as well. So, there he is. Oh, ricocheted off. He turned just at the moment that the shell went in, and it bounced off the side of the armour. He was very lucky. If that had been a live crew in there, they would have heard that clang as the round hit target, and they all would have sung their praises for surviving it. But yeah, now they're still around, but how long? He's sitting up on the railway line at the moment. He is a fairly big target for some of the other enemy. And we've got a Type 64. That's the Chinese light tank. Took a big round there and he's out the game. That's his first kill. You notice the reload time is 6.75 seconds. Tiger 1. Yep, got that one side through. Now, it is fairly slow, the shell velocity. You'll notice that 800 meters per second. So you do have to lead the target a little sometimes. And FB201. Yes, nice pen. He's using the armor piercing, not the AP. This was before the AP changes in 1.13, by the way. So back then, HE still had the full effect. And oh, enemy Scorpion coming up behind us. Now, is that the tier 8? No, it's the tier 7 American one. He's turning around to match it. There you go. In fact, he's decided to move closer and help the AT-15A out. Like that Scorpion's going the other way round, so he's decided to cut across and intercept that Scorpion as he comes into the cap area. I think the Scorpion's in for a nasty shock. Now it's an HE round he's loaded. He should easily go through the Scorpion because they've got no armour. Here he is. Hello! One shot takes him out the game. Looks like it set him alight as well. He's loading his next round and yes, gets a nice big hit on the MT-25, but he doesn't kill with one round. This one will kill him though. Yep. Good night, Gracie. So he's got 4 kills now. That FB201, oh, just bit the dust. And we spotted a Easy 8. Make his way over there. Nope, didn't get that. But there's an S-74 there as well. Can he get a shot on that one? Yes, he can. Yep, it hit the tracks though, unfortunately. He's, yeah, that guy turned his turret. I suddenly realised, and now he's been hit for 530. I think that was, well, he actually did 386. Said 530 off his vehicle. I think we must have hit him at the same time as somebody else. Okay, getting closer. The strip's gone. There's only 4 enemies left now, and he's potentially got 20% of the enemy hit pool, so he might have a top gun, a high caliber rather, out of this game. He only needs another 2 kills, and he's got a top gun, and there's 4 enemy left, so including 2 Artys, so he could actually go for a Pascucci's. You see how one of those rounds did bounce off the armour fairly nicely. And a Hellcat, a Super Hellcat. Unfortunately, we can't get a shot from here. But we can kill that thing. It's an Easy 8. Oh! It didn't go through. And we're going to try and treat him like an assault tank. Yep, there you go. He's gone. You can stand your ground in this tank normally. Unfortunately, that round went in through the rear. And it was a 90mm round from the Super Hellcat, so he's now using the buildings for cover. But he's advancing towards the Arty, and he means to get a Pascucci's if he can. The Super Hellcat's going to have to come back and defend them, and if he doesn't, then, well, they can tell him off. Unfortunately for the Super Hellcat, he's just met our Thunderbolt. Dialing in. First kill. First Arty. That's his top gun. Now just needs this to get a Pascucci's. Yep. And that's 7 kills. Unfortunately, the Easy 8 has been killed, or the Super Hellcat's been killed rather, and that means that this game is over, but it is a victory. The second replay in our video is on the Steppes map, and it's already started. Yes, I think he loaded in a bit late on this one. Well, he's in the game now, and is he going to move? I think he is going to move. He's not the only one to load in late. That Comet's also a bit tardy. But the Comet's off, and so is RNG is my bitch. Now, another good thing about this vehicle is its top speed. It's actually quite fast for a tank destroyer, 47.5 kilometers an hour. And he's going to take a high position here, which is interesting. Oh, is he turning around? No. I thought for a second he was going to take a high position at the back there and shoot over these mounds. But no, he's decided to go up onto this one. I think that RNG is my bitch has had too much to drink because he can't make up his mind where to go. His driving seems to be a bit haphazard as well. Yes, I think he's had a bit too, a few bevies too much at the moment. Okay. I would say that he's had too much vodka, considering where in the world he actually comes from. Okay, we've got a couple of enemy tanks down the far end. There's an IS, and behind the rock is a Type 64. But he's, well, he's about to meet a P-43. Oh, now the P-43 got taken out by the Type, which is very unusual. The P-43 actually has a 90mm gun, whereas the Type only has a 76mm. Mind you, it is a fast-firing 76 because it is the same turret from the Hellcat. Now he's firing up onto the hill there, not onto any enemy that he can see, because he's guessing that there is an enemy tank up there firing down on our teammates. Yep, that Type's still sitting behind the rock, so he's not going to get any shots on that guy for the moment. This is a good tank destroyer position actually for this map on the eastern flank. You can move up through the bushes as well to get good shots on the enemy as your team advances. Oh! Type made a bit of a mistake there. He actually pulled out in front of the rock, and he's now fairly... Well, he did have a solution on him for a second. What is going on? Type's gone unspotted. Ah, there he is. And he gets one shot kill. That high alpha really does make a difference. And if he gets the reload in, he'll get a shot in the IS too. But he doesn't pen the armour. That cast armour on the front of the IS saved him. That's better. 337, which is a low roll, and now he's got a T20. He should easily pen this guy. Yep, no doubt about that. He got an average roll, that one, 390. He can't see any of them because his teammates have all been killed. The only guy who's nearby is the Type 64, but he's in the field itself, not actually in this gully. And so he can't see down into the gully to see if any enemy tanks are advancing. So he's going to be spotting for himself from now on. And they're going to get close. It's the first one. So Leo, he got a good hit and he got a fire. And the fire was put out by a premium fire extinguisher. And the Leo got killed the moment later by an SU-100. Now he's probably also got the 122. And the IS takes another shot. 382. Low roll. Okay, the T20's come over the bump. Oh! He actually pulled back. He was pulling back, not coming forward. You can see there the positions. In fact, we're actually now at a major disadvantage because there's only 5 left on our team and there's still 10 enemies out there, and they're all closing in on this corner of the map from all directions. There's the Hellcat. He's gone up and we've been spotted, so we'll have to pull back. Oh, we take one round from the Super Hellcat, 90mm, but we can get a kill shot on him now. Yep, nice, he's out the game. That's our second kill, but the enemy knows we're here now. And that means the enemy Arty might be paying attention to us. They've got an M44. Our own Arty is nearby. And we're now down to 4 tanks. Here comes the one at the T20. Oh, we can't get a solution, but oh, we just managed to squeeze the shot through the side of the vehicle and took him out. He's now going for the Jagdpanther, who's just been killed, taken out by the Challenger. Does he abandon this position and pull back? He should, by all rights, because they know he's here, and the enemy Arty might be lobbing rounds in this direction very shortly. We know there's an IKV-90 down this side. There was the Arty round just now. I think the Arty knew that we pulled back. Well, he's going on the offensive. He's not going to stick around. The M44 just killed the enemy Baguette Panther, and we're going after the IKV-90, was last seen in this area. And he's been requested to platoon. He's platooned with the Challenger and the M44, and between them at this moment they have 9 kills, so they only need 3 more, and that's all of the remaining enemy. So if they win this, they all get a crucial contribution. There's one of them, the IKV-90. He did change position, he went a long way over. Okay, so if he goes up to this ridgeline, uses one of the bushes, he should be able to shoot into the rear of that IKV-90, or at least into his side. Use the bush. Okay, that's nice, nice. Okay, there he is. Lines him up ahead. Pulls back, dial in. Beautiful shot. Not a high roll, but it's a good hit. Now, can he kill him? Yes! That's one. The IKV did bounce around off the front of our armour. There's a VK3601H out there. We'd rather like him if we can get him. He was last seen near the gym. Oh, he just hit us for 210 because we turned sideways. And it looks like the enemy Arty might be lobbing around in our direction very shortly. If he doesn't fire, he must be on the move. Yep, there's the enemy Arty shot. Predicted that one. Yep. Being an Arty player, you know when the enemy Arty is going to be firing, and so you can take preventative action. Okay, he's going to relocate. We did lose the Challenger, but he's still in with a chance of getting the crucial contribution. And we found the M44, and he's in the open. Oh, pulls below that ridgeline very quickly. Sixth sense must have gone off. He realised he was in trouble, got back as quickly as he could. Okay, he's not going to be able to get very far. We are definitely faster than him. And although he's got a 155mm gun, we've got a 122. Stop and aim, and he's out the game. Okay, change position. The VK knows that we're down this end now. He's got to come back. He can't stay up the other end. He can't cap out because we've got the M44 down this end now. All he's got to do is find out where that VK is. You can see that potentially RNG is my bitch has got a high caliber because he's got 20% of the enemy hit pool. The M44's just decided to start capping. You can see that round from the IKV went through the front sheet. Or was it the VK3601H, I think it was, who got the shot there? 210, which means it was an 88mm gun with low roll. The M44 has taken up a position not in the cap. He's actually gone to the other side. Not sure that's a good choice because if the V8K was supposed to come back the other side... Oh, there he is! Okay, now hit him, M44. Hit him for all he's worth. He's targeting. Yeah, down arrows indicator, shells on the way. Here he comes, up over the rise, and yes, right through. Arty round tracks him. He uses his repair kit, so he can't do it again, and yes, wins the game. Top gun and a crucial contribution. Guns up, he's happy. Here's the end of battle stats, and in the first game, RNG is my bitch managed to get an ace tanker in the SU-122-44. He got a last in this because he set light to one of the enemy tanks and watched them burn up. In fact, it was I think it was the Scorpion he did that to. Bruce a medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 5 exactly. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He killed 2 enemy M44s, so he got a Pascucci's medal from that game. He did get the high caliber because he dealt the most damage in that game, and he got a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He ended up with 7. If he'd been able to kill that Super Hellcat on the peninsula, he would have got the Radleys, but unfortunately he was just too far away to get there in time. Let's have a look at the team score and see where he was. There you go. Highest damage, 3,983 hit points. I'm having to use my glasses. The second highest damage was the Super Hellcat, 2,580 to him. And the third highest damage was the enemy KV-3 with 1,585. When it came to kills, he had the highest number of those as 7 kills. 3 kills went to the M44 and the Super Hellcat on the peninsula. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the highest. That's well, 1,410, which is a nice ace tanker. The second highest was the M44 on his own team, who managed to get 772, and the third highest was the KV-3 on his own team, who died unfortunately during the battle. He got 693 from that game. He fired 18 rounds in that game, got 13 direct hits and 11 penetrations. Damage of 3,983 hit points, of which 1,874 were at more than 300 meters. So fair amount of long-range shooting. 7 hits received from the enemy. Only 1 actually penetrated, 6 non-penetrations. As you saw, a lot of those shots just bounced off the armour. The Super Hellcat was about the only guy who actually got a shot on target, but that's because he actually hit the side of the vehicle. And it's easy to penetrate the sides of an SU-122-44, but it's darn difficult to penetrate through the frontal armour. 485 hit points of damage blocked by armour, 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and 623 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 70,306 credits from the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, still took away a profit of 50,772 credits. 1,410 base XP, 282 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 1,692 experience points altogether. So very good all-round game here on the Serene Coast map. Let's have a look at the second battle. That was the one on Steppes. That was, yeah, slightly different. He got an ace tanker in that one as well. He also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got another high caliber in that game, as well as another top gun, but this time round he only got 6 kills. And yes, he did get that crucial contribution right at the end by getting all the last kills in his platoon. His other teammates also benefited, rather the M44 and the Challenger. Even though the Challenger was dead, he still picked up a medal. And the crucial contributions, as I said, they are very valuable because it's very difficult to get them. You have to get 12 kills in order to get that thing. So let's have a look at team score. Again, he's got the highest damage with 4,606 hit points. The next highest scorer being the IS on the enemy team with 2,333. And the third highest damage was the Challenger, who unfortunately died during that game. 1,609 to him. When it came to kills, it was, yes, Orange is my bitch again. He got 6 kills from that game. 4 kills went to the Challenger and 2 kills went to the M44, as well as the IKV-90, the Leo, and the Type 64 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, he's got that one as well. So a top in all 3 columns yet again. 1,381, another ace tanker, the only player over 1,000. 744 went to the Challenger and 586 went to the M44. He fired 19 rounds in this game, 16 direct hits and 14 penetrations. Damage of 4,606 hit points, of which 1,824 were at more than 300 meters. Those last 2 shots, though, were very epic as he coolly held his position, let that VK charge him down, but pumped 2 rounds into him to finish him off. 5 hits received, only 2 penetrated, 3 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage. 575 hit points of damage blocked by armour. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 188 hit points of damage assistance. On a free play account, again he got 74,554 credits from the game. After repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, he ended up with 37,808 credits. 1,381 base XP times 2 for the first victory. 276 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 3,038 experience points altogether. I think the second game was much more impressive because at one point they were really down. They were down by 5 tanks. The enemy still had 10. They only had 5 left. And basically they were all corralled into that corner except for the Challenger was held in one corner. And of course, RNG is my bitch was holding the other corner against the enemies who were oncoming. And of course, the M44 kept pumping out those shots to try and slow the enemy down. It was impressive because RNG is my bitch took the fight to the enemy and got around behind them, which enabled him to get shots into their side, into the flanks. And then they stood a real chance. And of course, congratulations should go to the Challenger player because he did very well as well. D Darkness of the DTA clan, he did very well to hold off and get 4 kills. And of course, the M44, who did his job, got some nice damage in there, 2 kills. And then he ended up with the crucial contribution medal. Very nicely indeed. So an excellent game. I think this was the better of the 2 because it looked like it was all done and they were going to lose. But no, they turned it around and they won the game instead. So if you enjoyed both of those replays, the one on Serene Coast and the one that followed up on Steppes, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. and thank you for watching.